Welcome back everyone. In today's video, I wanted to share my thoughts after watching the latest Hasbro Pulse Fan stream. There were a number of great reveals, and overall, I think the vintage collection had a very strong day. We saw some excellent figures that have been pipelined previously, and there were some fantastic characters and vehicles shown in the pipeline during this recent stream. All in all, 2023 is starting off strong for the vintage collection. The first pipeline items for this stream are a Luke Skywalker from the Book of Boba Fett training episode and a Kenobi 2-pack based on the final duel between Vader and Obi-Wan. I will say that I'm excited to get this Luke into the line. That was an incredible episode and highlight of the series. Hopefully he comes with Grogu, some training accessories, and an iconic blue backpack. The Kenobi 2-pack is also exciting. The battle damage Vader will be a welcome addition to my collection, but the most important part of this set will be the Obi-Wan figure that will likely supply TVC with a new Jedi tunic sculpt for his upper body, which could allow for some more future Jedi releases and much needed upgrades. Our next pipelines focused on vehicles, and it was nice to see Hasbro already putting the new speeder bike sculpt to use with this smart repaint for a remnant version from the Mandalorian. Hopefully the Biker Scout included comes with the side bag and Grogu. Ideally, I would like to see a bag that could also fit on IG-11 as he rides the speeder bike, but I guess we shall see. But the most exciting pipeline reveal from the stream is Mando's N1 Starfighter. Finally, I cannot express how excited I am to finally see this new vehicle announced for the vintage collection. The construction of the Starfighter during the Book of Boba Fett was some of the best Star Wars media to date. This iconic ship from the Phantom Menace was already a fan favorite, and to see it brought back as the Mandalorian's replacement ride instantly had fans wanting this vehicle added to their collections. Knowing how incredible our Razor Crest turned out, I am absolutely looking forward to this future release. Hopefully this means we can also see Pelimoto and some pit droids released in the vintage collection as well. So all in all, those were some fantastic pipelines, and I'm really excited to see more press images of those items in the future. Moving on, our first reveal was Darth Vader Death Star 2 from Return of the Jedi, a fantastic looking figure. I just want to point out how the investment and proper tooling from the recent Kenobi Dark Times Vader has allowed Hasbro to deliver another incredible masterpiece. The figure sports a 3-part removable helmet and swappable decapitated arm, allowing fans to recreate Vader's final moments with Luke aboard the Death Star. The card back is phenomenal, and it's always great to see lots of accessories. Despite this being one of many Vaders released in the vintage collection, I am really looking forward to this definitive, updated release. Additionally, I think the face sculpt and removable helmet have been done very well. This is some very impressive engineering, and I think Hasbro has done a fantastic job. Really looking forward to that as well. Moving on, we got our first official look at Admiral Piet. Images of this character had been released prior, but I've got to say, once again, Hasbro did an excellent job with this figure. It's going to be so refreshing to have a proper Imperial officer sculpt in the vintage collection. The card back looks outstanding, and additionally, the removable cap makes this a great figure for custom Imperial officers. Endless world building possibilities when it comes to this figure and the future. Next up, we have Han Solo from Return of the Jedi, a much needed update in the vintage collection. This figure is a new parcel tool from the waist up and sports legs from the Solo movie release, which are pretty decent in my opinion. Also, it looks like the lower forearms and hands are from that release as well. The face sculpt looks pretty good, and the figure will be able to achieve a lot of different action poses, although I do feel like rocker ankles should have been added as well. I mean, it's Han Solo. He needs rocker ankles. Just take a look at his dynamic stance on the card back, which will be an excellent addition to all of our vintage collection carded collections. But with that being said, when the time comes for Hasbro to release an all-new Episode 4 Han Solo, I hope they will go out of their way to retool everything and make a definitive Han Solo with ball-jointed everything, new style barbell hips, and rocker ankles. Finishing off the Return of the Jedi releases is Weequay, who will be the last of our Skiff Guard repacks. We already knew this fan vote from the Vault character would be getting a re-release in TVC, and it's great to see it. Although, as much as I like aliens and Skiff Guards, I do find the dated swivel hip articulation a bit frustrating when compared to the rest of the modern line, and Hasbro needs to find a way to update these hips or deliver new figures, but that's a topic for another discussion. All of these items are listed as not available for pre-order, but will be on shelves for summer 2023. This means you'll be able to walk into a store like Target and hopefully find these figures, or be able to order them online from Amazon or somewhere like Entertainment Earth. I definitely find it odd to not have these items up for pre-order, but perhaps these items have been in production and we will see them available for instant order, similar to the IG-11 and Lando Wave. The least exciting reveal of the stream was the reissue of clone Captain Hauser, formerly known as Captain Ballast, but now with the corrected name pill. I was personally not bothered by the incorrect name pill on his Bad Batch card, and this seems like a missed opportunity to use the sculpt from the next reveal, the new Phase 2 Clone Trooper. This Clone Trooper will be an excellent upgrade to our battalions. He sports a removable helmet that looks very well proportioned with the rest of the figure. Additionally, the figure has all of the modern articulation we are grateful to see on recent Vintage Collection releases. New style barbell hips, ball jointed everything, and rocker ankles will allow this trooper to carry out any objectives. This figure will also be released on an Andor card, and the live action image of the character looks superb. Once again, the item will not be available for pre-order, but will be on shelf summer 23. Moving on, our next reveal shows that Hasbro understands the importance of a definitive trooper in the Vintage Collection, and they wasted no time utilizing this new clone trooper to deliver a 212th Army Builder 4-pack. This is a very exciting release, and I have been wanting to Army build the 212th for quite some time now, and this 4-pack and new mold will be an excellent way to do so. This release is based off the Clone Wars, and it will include Lieutenant Waxer and 3 standard troopers. It would have been really cool to see Waxer with the helmet visor he had during his death in Season 4, Episode 10, The Carnage of Krell, but I'm happy to see him in the Vintage Collection regardless. Additionally, Waxer's helmet has excellent paint deco depicting the young Twi'lek he rescued in an earlier season. While I'm happy to get this release, it will be a bit odd to purchase several of these sets to build up my 212th clone army and have to add numerous Lieutenant Waxers to my collection. Perhaps he should have been a single carded release and a less unique figure should have been included in the set instead. And finishing off our reveals was the repack of Starkiller. Just like Weequay, we knew this figure from the Vote from the Vault would be making its way back into the Vintage Collection, and I am personally happy to get this one into my collection since I currently do not have it. Additionally, the paint apps on the face sculpt haven't been the best on previous releases, and I'm sure the photo reel will do a decent job this time around. I will say that Hasbro should consider releasing this character with a different look and ball jointed hips in the future. Someone like Starkiller should absolutely have all the modern articulation we have been fortunate to see in the Vintage Collection lately. But as I said before, a topic for another discussion. All in all, I think today was an outstanding day for Vintage Collection fans. We got a decent amount of partially tooled and new figures, as well as the announcement of a brand new vehicle, the N1 Starfighter. I'm really happy to hear we are getting this vehicle and that it will not have to be a HasLab. Hopefully we will see more news about it as Mando Season 3 approaches, and it would be an excellent surprise if we were able to get that release in hand during that show. But feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Did you enjoy the reveals from today's Hasbro Pulse Fan stream? What was your favorite reveal? And don't forget to drop a like on this video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. It really helps and is always greatly appreciated. Thanks everyone, and may the Force be with you.